Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here again today at Winnington Speed and Metal with Project 67 Camaro. Today, we're going to take this thing for a ride, and you're going along. So if this is your first time joining in, check out our previous videos about this 67 Camaro. This car come in here, ex-drag car, needed a lot of work. A friend of mine actually bought this car, and it's kind of been like one of his dream cars. He's been having a lot of fun with it, and he brought it to us and asked us if we could help him out, putting some floor pans, converting it back to a 4-speed, what it was originally from the factory. And that's just what we did. So I'm glad you're here today. I want to take you guys for a ride. And if you've never ridden a 67 Camaro, today's the day. Hang on, guys. All right, so again, a little bit about this car. This car used to be an ex-drag car. If you watch some of the other videos that I've posted about this car, I repeatedly talk about the things that was done to the car. I don't normally bash on anybody's work, and I'm not going to start, but everybody has their ways of doing things, and there was a lot of things done to this car that the customer and myself did not really like seeing. So with that said, the customer and I got to talking. We come up with a game plan. And yep, you guessed it, we got it done. So one more car has been saved, another piece of American history, another muscle car, and it's putting a smile on a lot of people's faces, including mine and the customers. So hang tight here, we're going to get this thing out and put some miles on it. Now, as we're riding along here, please understand, you do hear some noises, and these mics on these cameras and stuff, they pick up everything. And again, remember, this is a 67 Camaro. It needs a little bit of work and a little bit of tweaking. So you will hear some rattles. I'm not going to hide these things, but that's what we're here to do. We're here to fix these problems, make these problems better, and to just, learn a little bit about the car. All right, guys, so what we did here is we had a 2-speed power glide in this car. Again, it was original 4-speed car. Someone had switched it over and got rid of the 4-speed. So the owner had wanted to put an M20 Muncie transmission in it. We found one up in Vermont. The supplier was great, brand new gear set inside of it. Thing is working flawless, so knock on wood, hopefully it continues. But we could not be more happier with how this thing performs and how it sounds. It's an awesome driver. I mean, you're going to be able to jump in this car and drive it anywhere. But I say that like it's for sale. I'm not selling this car. It is sold. It's actually a customer's again. But with that said, he's going to be able to take this thing wherever he wants. Now, yes, there could have been a 5-speed put in this car. We had talked about it for, the purpose of driving down the interstate and going to Ocean City or driving to Florida. But, hey, how often do you do that? And how many muscle cars do you know came factory with a 5-speed transmission? So that's why we decided to put the 4-speed Muncie M20 in here. And in my opinion, again, I think it was a perfect choice. So in my mind, I find this very therapeutic. There's nothing like riding around in an old muscle car. It sounds good, looks good, and it's got that perfect stance on a beautiful day like today. We're here in November. And finally, the temperatures are starting to drop down here overnight into the 30s, but we've actually been blessed with some 70-degree days. I mean, it's almost like we're living in Florida in the wintertime. So again, I'm just really happy to be able to get out here on this beautiful day and take this car out. You know, just make sure everything's good to go before we send it back to the customer. So a little bit about this car. We weren't sure what the engine was in this car. We did look at the numbers and decode everything. We found out that it's a 1970 small block Chevy 350. The heads and the intake were 327. Now, originally what this car came with, I cannot tell you that. So I'm not real good at decoding the data tag and all that stuff, but nothing special. But this car, you know, this guy's really lucky because for just a bone stock 350, it is amazing. It runs amazing. It's got plenty of power. And of course, again, with the transmission and the 373 gears that we put in this car, it is the perfect combination to have that extra oomph and that muscle car feel. So of course, when you hear that a car has a small block Chevy, it's got gears and a posi unit, and it's got a 4-speed, they automatically think it's a ripper. Well, it is a ripper, but this car's not mine, and I'm not ripping on it. But here's just a little bit. Thing has plenty of giddy up and go. So again, I really think the customer's going to be super excited. He's going to have more than enough power in this car. And the whole key thing is, it's going to put a smile on his face and make his dreams come true. So again, guys, if you haven't checked out our previous videos, check them out. Check out Project 67 Camaro. I try to keep them short, that way they're not long and boring. But hey, again, I'm not a professional at this, so I really appreciate your support. I appreciate you tuning in and checking this out. And again, thank you. Like, share, subscribe. And until the next time, we'll see you then.